Welcome crafters, I've got a little video to show you today. It's about literally how we put our nozzles into our reinkers. I've had a couple of questions about it and a couple of people saying that they were unable to do it. So I thought I'd pop in, just give you a quick demonstration on how they arrive to you and how we construct them. So you get these two pieces and then you get your bottle of your ink, whatever you may have purchased. And then inside you'll see that it has this silver foil on the top as well. So the best thing to do is give these a good shake. Now, our reinkers all have a ball bearing in the bottom here, so this enables you to mix that pigment or mix that metallic or whatever it may be in your ink pad. Now what I would say is these are heavily pigmented. They have lots of different properties in them, so I always recommend, if you can't hear the ball bearing, just give it a tap on the desk and then you'll be able to move the ball bearing around and mix your ink. Now, what I don't want to do is send your eyes crazy, so I'm going to literally come off screen and hopefully you can hear that ball bearing. And that will be the same for all of your ink pads. Now, these two are already done, but again, you do the same thing and that will mix all of your metallic and your liquids together. So leave those to one side for now. So all I do is I actually take a really old wet wipe and I bring that in and I'm going to pop that on my mat. You can see they're well loved, they're all dried out, but I really like to reuse my wet wipes. And I've got my tweezers here. Now you could use a knife, you could use whatever you want. And what I do is I literally undo the lid here and I take the pointy end of my tweezers and I go into this metal foil. And you can go round and round and round until you can get this open. Now you'll see here I've got lots of kind of white paint or the white liquid on my tweezers. Now it's obviously going to be worse if you've got an interference colour or you've got a metallic colour. So just give that a wipe off to keep your tweezers clean. And you can, and I always put this down as well because it helps with any spillage that you may have. Now let's move these to one side for a minute. And then what I tend to do, if I don't want to get messy, if you know me, you know I'm a clean and simple crafter. So I literally take it and I grab that piece of plastic or the piece of foil like so, and I take it off, okay? And then I take my tweezers. Oh, they're very sharp tweezers, they're catching in their wet wipe, and I put that in the bin. So that's the messiest part done. So all I do now is pop this back on my desk. I take my plastic end and I pop this inside and you'll hear it clicks, and I want you to press again and it clicks again. And that gives you your seal. Let me bring you up close. That gives you your seal all the way around. You can take that little piece of foil off if you really want to, but it's absolutely fine. So now you've got the perfect reinker. This you can dispose of. You don't need that anymore. This becomes your lid. So there you have your perfectly constructed re-inker bottle. You can keep this lid if you really do want to. So you want to remove your plastic lid and you want to be using it as a paint and popping your brush inside, you can do that, but I tend to discard this and then I can use my re-inker just as I want to. And I will show you on a piece of black card because it's the opaque white. Give it a shake and then here you've got your perfect white re-inker. Here's a couple of other examples. Here is your solid gold and your copper pot. And then where you can use them, copper pot. And your, give it a shake, your solid gold. And that is as simple as it gets. So that's a quick and easy way and a clean way to construct your re-inker tops when they first land on your doorstep.